Kitkatscanread.
Hello people, welcome to another video. My name is Katie. Today's bookish video that I'm bringing you guys is my currently reading pile. These are all the books I'm currently in the middle of reading that I still remember things that have happened in the book. And in 2021, it's my vow to get rid of this pile. Literally, it's one of my bookish goals. So without further ado, these are in no particular order, literally just the books from this pile. So the first book that I have to share with you is My Type on Paper by Chloe Sager. I am on chapter 6, page 76. I still remember everything that happened in this book. This girl literally just like writes down on paper these like perfect guys, and then one day she just like wakes up and these guys are suddenly real. Yeah, sounds crazy, but it's quite an easygoing read. But yeah, I'm hoping to get this read and completed in 2022. Then I have here The Runaway Girls by Jacqueline Wilson. I did start reading this because it was a Jacqueline Wilson release, but I can still remember what happened in this book, so that's a good thing. Chapter 5 and page 63 of this book, so that's handy. So yeah, I'm a little dent through it, but luckily I can still remember it. Jacqueline Wilson books as well as a children's book, so it should be quite easy to get through. And I've got here The World Between Us by Sarah and Jukes. I only literally read the first chapter of this, but I literally can remember what happened in this book. I'm on page 15. But yeah, it's about this girl who's bedbound, and this thing called Streamcast brings the world to them. But there's like a new streamer, and yeah, it sounds really crazy, and it was kind of crazy like when I was reading it. But yeah, hoping to continue this one. This one, a lot of you are going to be like, seriously, what is this book doing here? I'm honestly thinking that I'm going to have to start this book from the beginning though, because literally I do kind of remember certain things, but there are others where I'm just like, I'm confused. So this is The Invisible Life of Bardugo by V.E. Schwab. I started this at the beginning of this year. I really enjoyed the first chapter of this book, and then for some reason I just could not get into it. I don't know if it was my head, I don't know if something was going on, so I need to give it a go because so many people love this book, and I'm really hoping that it's not a DNF because I do want to enjoy it. But I'm not going to force myself to enjoy it, I'm just going to try to enjoy it. So yeah, I didn't get this read in this year, which is such a shame because like I said, I really wanted to enjoy it. But I'm hoping the next year I'll give it a go, and hopefully I will enjoy it. But I am scared to pick this up though. This next book is a reread that I did start in 2021. This is called Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I wanted to reread it because I wanted to continue on with the series, but I'm literally going to have to go to like the closest chapter because I am mid-chapter there. But yeah, I know that it's with Rysand that they are with, so chapter 16 page 157. I'm hoping that I can literally continue off from that spot. Chunker of a book. I somehow read it the time that I read it, but I need to read the other books in this series. Next of all, I have here You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. I did start reading this, but then I ended up in kind of a reading slump. I know it's about these two friends, and it flits between the past and the present. What? No! What's up? What's up, Papa? Come here. I'm just filming videos. I'm filming videos, baby. Oh, sweet little girl. Sweet little girl, I'm filming videos. Were you feeling a bit low? Did you want some attention? I'm sorry if I'm ignoring you for books. I promise you, I do love you just as much as books. Maybe more. Maybe more. If you're a nice girl, maybe more. Oh, I do love you so much. I do love you. So yeah, I should really enjoy this because it is a romance between friends, so I should enjoy it. Maybe I'm going to be feeling a bit more this time around. Another book that I started in 2021 that I didn't get around to finishing was The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, which is a book that I've owned for so long. And again, gonna have to round to the closest chapter. I really like the premise of this book because they literally kind of like speak in their heads and stuff. It's very strange with the way this noise works. But yeah, it's a dystopian book. I've got the DVD of the movie. And yeah, I do want to read the book and then watch the movie and then do a comparison. I was really enjoying this though. I think I just put it down because I couldn't fit it for a prompt for a readathon, and then it just kind of got neglected that way. And then because of the size, I think I got intimidated. So I'm hoping to pick it back up next year because I do want to read the other books in this series. Then I've got here a book that I started 2 years ago. Luckily I can still remember what's going on. This is If We're Not Married by 30 by Annabelle. I believe I got this from the works as well. But this is actually about a childhood... Basically, these two were like childhood friends, and they made a vow that something like if they're not married by 30 that they marry each other or something. And then they kind of like meet each other, and then she's like, does he remember that pact? So yeah, she goes on a free holiday and goes off to Spain, and that's where she bumps into them. So I can still remember what went on because she was doing this little party thing for her work and she was like hosting it. So yeah, I was enjoying what I read of it, but I started reading this when I was on holiday and I didn't get to finish it, and then COVID happened. So yeah. Tiny Pretty Things by Sona Chirapotra and Danielle Clayton. I again started this year, and I think it was this year or last year. I think it was January possibly. But yeah, there's a Netflix TV show to this very book, and I do want to watch it. This, literally, I can remember everything that happened, but like these dancers in this school are like really bitchy. Like I just remember reading it and I'm just like, wow, these girls are just so bitchy. So yeah, I was really enjoying the drama and I'm hoping to continue on with this. Six the Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I was struggling to get into this, if I was completely honest. I don't know what it is with this book, but the writing for me felt different than it did for the Shadow and Bone book that I read. Like I really enjoyed Shadow and Bone, although I enjoyed it more rereading it. So I don't know whether I need to try and like read this again. I don't know what it is, but I want to enjoy it. I really want to enjoy it. Some bits were like okay, some I'm just like struggling to pull myself through. So I don't know if it's because I was slumping, like I say, but I did put it down. So I'm hoping that I will be in a better frame of mind when I do read this, and I hope that I do enjoy it a lot better. Kitkatscanread by Han Huang. I started reading this before I got COVID this year, and then yeah, like I say, COVID happened, so I'm gonna have to start this from the very beginning. I can kind of remember what happened, which is why this is still in the current reading list, but yeah, I think I remember like the first chapter. I'm gonna start from the beginning anyway. But yeah, the Kitkatscanread, and there's a book 2, the Bride Test I want to say, and then there's a book 3, the Heart Principle. So I want to read it because I hear so many good things about it. So I'm hoping that I can get to it in 2022. Then comes a beast of a book that I still remember everything that goes on this book, and I was really enjoying it. I put it down. I could not put this towards a single prompt, and because it's such a big book, that's why as well. Originally I got this out from the library, but I was enjoying it so much, so I got a cheap secondhand copy of this. This is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Paolini. wow, what a beast of a sci-fi book. Adult sci-fi, might I add. I don't often read these sort of books, but I'm like here, and I still remember everything that happened in this book. Page 132. What an interesting sort of book. Crazy, creepy, and so interesting. I do want to continue on with it. I'm hoping that I'll be in more of a frame of mind reading in like the springtime, because it's like the colder sort of like month as well. I'm hoping I can pick it up. But yeah, this book was so good from what I was reading. Final book that is on my currently reading list is The Ballad of Some Better Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I remember at the time I was kind of like listening to the audiobook as well as physically reading this. I was really enjoying this. This is about Coriolanus Snow, and there's a District 12 girl, Lucy Gray, and yeah, I really like reading the story of how President Snow kind of started, because this is literally about him. So I was really enjoying it, and this might be one of those books I do pick up soon, because I've been in such a good like Hunger Games mood lately. So maybe I'll pick this up in like January or February or something, because like I say, when you're like in the mood for a particular franchise, you know, I want to give it a read. So yeah, this might be a fairly book soon that I do pick up. There you have it, guys. Those are all the books on my currently reading list. There's a lot. I would like to get that book literally like blank zero, like in the year 2022. I don't want any currently reading lists. I don't like them on Goodreads. Why should I have them in real life? If I can't fit them as a prompt, I should still read them. It's just like no excuse, because I end up with these currently reading piles. What a waste load of reading. So many of these I had to start from the beginning, and I've lost so much reading progress because of it. It's mental. Like Malibu Rising was on the currently reading list. I don't really remember much happened, and I started reading that a couple of months ago. Like, what on earth? So yeah, it's just a waste of reading time. I just need to stick to the books I'm reading and not put them down for anything. Like, no excuses, you know? Like, unless I'm really not feeling it. So yeah, I've got a big pile, but they are books I do want to read and continue on with. So there you have it. Just wanted to let you know the books I'm currently reading. If you've got any currently reading books, let me know down below what your books are, and if you've read any of these books, then do let me know down below in the comments as well. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. All of my social media links are linked down below if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye.